Good day, everyone. It is Wednesday, July 3rd, 2024, and I had a question about this barber chair here. Look how bad that chrome ring looks. That was one of my biggest videos on powder coating the chrome ring with a hot air gun. So this is what we're talking about right now. And this chair is always a little disappointing because it doesn't pump up because the metal was so bad, but hard to believe that's 2 years ago now. But I got a question from this fine gentleman here. I must say I love getting questions that are civil, and love trying to help. That's why I do these videos. I'm going to try to explain this best I can. I got my light ready and everything. So he asked me about that pivot under the main arm, and I tried to describe it best I could. And it's kind of hard to describe kind of thing like this. So I told him I'd be glad to make him his own special video. And there's my Hummers out there. And I'm happy to do it. So it's up at the house now, so let's try to go over here. I'm going to try to work on keeping the camera a little bit more stable, because when you record a video and it looks real good here, and when you post it on YouTube, it looks crazy. It looks kind of chalky. So here she is up at the house. That chrome ring has held up. Like I said, that was one of my biggest one now is the BMW head-up display one, but I chromed that ring just with chrome powder coat and a hot gun, old Wagner gun, and I did all this chrome work. I just think it's just lovely. But he's asked me a couple of questions, and I get a lot of comments. My main comment here is, don't hit your leg on that thing, because it will hurt you. So there she is. So let's go under here and look at this mechanism. Old Augusta National. My mother used to live close to Augusta National on Brookfield Parkway. I remember. So the chrome over the years has held up pretty good. So anyway, the chrome powder coating, that is. So here's the handle, and there's the pivot down there. We'll get more into that in a minute. But so you can take this thing all the way over, and it really travels far, like a plastic Jesus travels with you whenever you go far. And there's a little pin right here that holds this handle. And so anyway, he wanted me to measure the length of the rod. Let me get some light down there. I brought my little snap-on. Let's not use UV. Kind of messy down there. Oh, God, I forgot it was magnetic. How cool is that, huh? Let's put it here then. There you go. All right. That worked out pretty good. All right, so here's the mechanism. And I'm going to try to get it. I said I was going to measure it. So the rod, it goes into that right there, and it's about 5 inches long. And there's a split pin right there. You can see me twirling it around. There's one on each side. It's so funny, I thought of a joke. I'm going to tell it anyway. I thought of it yesterday watching somebody. Now, I call these split pins because I work on British cars. I don't call them cotter pins. So whenever I remove these, I use dikes. So, okay, you two dikes, get over here and remove that pin. See? Funny, huh? Okay, so anyhow, this pivots here, and it's got an adjustment, and you can see it in action, and it hits that and releases it. This is the thing you do when you pull on this. I'll demonstrate. I'm kind of not dressed for anything like that, but I'll do it anyhow. So when you do this, the whole thing tilts back and forth, so you can get a shampoo or a shave or whatever it is. And that's adjustable too. So let's go up in here, and it's just simply, let's see if I can get the camera to show what's up in there. It's just a ball joint, and it's got some wear on it. But that's all that is right there. And those pins just hold that pivot right here. That's all there is to those. So let me see if I can scoop down there and see what's going on there. Maybe I'll lay on my back. Okay, so here you can, let's see if I can show you more. But that's what the mechanism looks like from the handle to there, and it goes through this slide right here. There's all kind of little pivotings and springs, and here's where the connection is to the foot hold or rest, foot rest right there. And so anyway, whenever I move this thing, you have to take it apart. So, and then you can see this right here, that's not connected up here. It just slides back and forth. And that's the mechanism that lets it tilt back and forth. So, okay. So I did my best with this thing. Hardware's real chalky. So there you go. And once again, I'll try to give you a nice slow pan here of what this does. Okay. And that's the underneath, and about as good of a mechanism shot I think I can get on this. Okay, now, don't need that anymore. Okay, let's go back and I'll show you here. Let's open this door all the way, get some light on the scene, and we'll move this towel for now. Okay, so the other thing I did too, I powder coated each and every one of those little upholstery pins. So it really is pretty. It's my friend Mick had the other one. We went to Siler City and got 2 of these. His worked completely, and he just gave this to me. It was kind of thrown in the deal, and so anyhow, he sold his a long time ago. He had some troubles with his anyway. But you can tell just kind of walking around. I found this leather strop at an antique place in Davidson, North Carolina, or maybe Cornelia, somewhere in there. It just hangs there. There's a little place to hang it there. And Carl and Esther did antiques, and they got me. They gave me this thing from Henry Smith in Durham, and my friend Sean said, "Give me a shave." I said, "Okay, you sure?" But that's the old thing, and you go back and forth on the strop, and then there that is. I've got saddle soap, and I've tried to make this a little better, best I can. The underneath part, you just pick this up, and you can actually see. Let me put this down for a minute. Maybe this is a good idea. Oh. There you go. That's even a better idea. Well, I'm glad I did that. I felt like I was talking too much, but I usually get over that and just keep talking. So here's the upper shot of this. Hey, that's pretty good. And you can tell how it hooks up to everything here. And then there's another shot of that ball joint. And there's the way you connect that little holder, the Earl holder. And then that goes all the way through there. That's about as good a shot as I can get of that. So now I'll tell you another little secret about this thing. Let's see what's in here. Just nothing. That's where all the broken bits. See, that is broken right here. So yeah, it's too bad. I've seen guys. There are videos out there of guys who repair those, but I don't see any sense in it. So it's okay. Let me put the seat back on. The seat's easy to figure out because it's been sat on so many times that it's kind of got a tilt to it, but it also has, let me see if I can show you. it also has a place right here in the seat that receives that for whatever reason. I always thought that was a little thing to hold a horsey for little boys getting their hair cut, or maybe little girls, I don't know, children. And then this just simply just falls right back into place. Smooth, huh? Okay. And then there you go. And just kind of for fun, this thing here has you pull on this right there. This is the headrest thing, and you can pull the little roll of paper through. This paper I got at a body shop place. It's just kind of a good color and fit. So, but there's a button right here, and you can tell when you press the button, it lets it up and down, and it kind of goes up automatically, but does not go down automatically. You can just pull on it, and it'll go click. And there's the nomenclature for what this is. So when you sit down in it, you can, they say this is for haircut mode, and this is for getting your shave mode when you can put your feet like this. In order to do that, you take this handle and you push out, and it'll recline. And you just hit it, and it'll usually just kind of go back by itself. But all you do for that is just push out, and then when you let off, it locks it. I mean, it's pretty good. So that's all there is to that. I think we've all seen that enough times. And I usually leave this in because it don't stick out in the room so much. So there you go. That's the little walk around. Sort of semi in the dark, is kind of in a dark spot. But anyway, let's see. There's my, I used to get tickets to the Masters, so I kind of abused that a little bit. But anyway, there's that. Reminds me of my mother. I keep it anyway. Okay, so there that is. And that's a walkthrough for him. I hope that helps. And I don't want that hitting that. So, there you go. That's it. So give us a thumbs up. I hope that works for everybody. I don't have any more light in here. I'm a real low light kind of fella. So, I think it looks good in my little area there. So just to kind of show you around my room, there's along the mix stand, that air compressor, and all my other little collectibles I have. And this is my world. I got a radio control helicopter coming. So anyway, I got the spa ready for tomorrow, and it's a beautiful day out there. All right, thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.